Hey everyone, so today I'm just going to film Get Ready With Me, so I'm going to try to do this pretty quickly. So to get started, I'm just going to use the Ordinary's High Adherence Silicone Primer, and I'm just going to spread it everywhere. Today here is actually Thursday, and we're off of work because it's a holiday. It's Two Sweeping Holiday, so it's kind of like Day of the Dead. So we have Thursday off and Friday off, and of course Saturday, but we have to make up Sunday. So typically, like here in China and when we lived in Taiwan, rather than observing holidays in this, like in the States, you have to make up the work week. So we get a 3-day kind of like weekend, but then you have a 6-day work week. And I'm just going to apply some of this lip balm, the high spreadability primer from The Ordinary, and I'm going to apply this one everywhere. It's technically spring, but yesterday it started snowing and it's already April 4th. Still don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I have to leave by like 8:30 because that's when we go catch our train. For the eyes, and with this palette, this is the e.l.f. like contour palette, but I often use it like for the eyes. So I'm just taking the Wet n Wild creme brulee shadow, and I'm just gonna apply it everywhere. I am going to take this shadow here, and this is like the lightest shade in the contour palette. I like using like my bronzers or contours for shadows. Yeah, my eyebrows look a little bit crazy, but I'm letting them grow out again. When I lived in Taiwan, I would let them grow out. I let my eyebrows grow out for a year because there wasn't a place that did like threading, and wax really makes me like break out. The 27th, about a week though, it was my birthday on Tuesday, March 27th, and then this past Tuesday, April 3rd, it was Kenny's birthday. So he made me a carrot cake because that's one of my favorite birthday cakes, and I made him a yellow cake with chocolate buttercream frosting all from scratch. Yeah, today we're gonna go get some pizza in celebration of his birthday, and last weekend we had sushi for mine, and then the weekend before that we just went to like a craft beer festival. Now I'm just gonna take the same brush and get the second darkest shade, tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna focus this more so on the crease. I'm gonna take a smaller brush, and this is from e.l.f., and I'm taking the darkest shade. I'm just placing it in the crease and in the outer edge of my eye, the outer corner. Then I'm just taking the same brush, and I'm just gonna kind of blend everything together. Really have a lot of spots, but these are not active pimples, they're just like pigmentation or scars. This clean blending brush from Wet n Wild and diffuse everything together. I use this L'Oreal eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Bronzed Taupe, and it's one of like their pressed pigments, and I love these shadows. I think for the drugstore, honestly, they are great for the price and the pigmentation, and it's just like a very smooth consistency. Like, I love these shadows. And a little bit like above my crease, just because, you know, I have smaller lid space, so when I look straight ahead to a person and talk to them, then kind of the shade or the shadow disappears on my lid. The same little crease brush, and use a little bit more of the darkest shade, and just place it basically where I put the shadow, where I last put the shadow, so a little bit above my crease this time. Just go ahead and use the same little brush and just diffuse it for a little bit. More of creme brulee. I'm just applying it like on the arch to diffuse it a bit more and facilitate the blending. Wet n Wild, the blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend everything once again. Take a little bit more of the shade, the pigment from L'Oreal, and I'm just gonna place it as close to the lash line as possible. I'm going to use the Tony Moly gel liner in the shade 1, which is the black shade, and I love this liner. The liner, it turned out a little bit thicker than I anticipated, but let's just go with it. Moving on, I'm gonna just curl my eyelashes, and I'm using some Estee Lauder Sumptuous, I think, Volume Mascara. I think that's the name of it. Go in with the Maybelline The False Lash Mascara and apply it. And I'm gonna do this off camera. I'm gonna start off by laying down some highlighter before I lay down any foundation or concealer. And this is the ColourPop highlighter in the shade Wisp. And I'll also place them on my nose. I just use the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and this is in the shade 3 Light Beige. I'm gonna just do 1 pump of it. Before I do the foundation, I'm just gonna take my Missha Signature Extreme Cover Concealer in the shade 23, and this is like a very, very thick concealer, and I warm up the product in between my fingers. I'm just gonna place it underneath my eyes, my concealer in my eyes. With my finger, I just like getting close to the lash line. This is my concealer brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend everything away and diffuse it. My nose is red because I just blew my nose. Whenever I blow my nose, it gets really red. So okay, moving on. I don't use foundation on the bridge of my nose. I think 1 pump for everything, for all of my face is okay. I don't want it to look too cakey. I still want my skin to breathe, especially I have dry skin. So if I go too heavy-handed, I'm gonna end up looking very creasy. I usually don't like to put a lot of foundation on my forehead. I'm gonna let that like sink into the skin a little bit. So I'm gonna just go in and finish up the eyes using this Lala DK4 Clinique palette, and I'm gonna use this shade. It's well loved, as you can see, and I just use a little applicator it comes with. I think it's a very like universally flattering shade for the brow bone and for the inner highlight. Brush, I didn't add any more of creme brulee, so that's that. Clean blending brush from Wet n Wild and blending away. I use this makeup stick from Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade Call Me Maple. Brush to blend out this product. This is more of a bronzer rather than contour, but I do like it. This is from Etude House, and this is their blush in the shade 3, and it's just smells like strawberries. It's more of a kind of like a cream, but like a putty. So you see, I don't know if you can see on my cheeks. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Oh no, it's 8 o'clock. I have to hurry up. All right, I'm just using the little like sponge it comes with, and I always bring my blush down to my neck, actually, and on my forehead a bit. Concealer, and this is in the shade Creamy Beige. My damp beauty sponge and blend everything together. I'm using the LA Girl concealer in the shade Almond, and I'm just gonna apply it here. And this is more of a darker shade. The same brush I used to diffuse the contour or the bronze. Take the foundation brush and dab it over here just to diffuse the line a bit more. Brow gel. This is the Tony Moly Coloring Brow Cara in the shade Gray Brown, shade 2. A bit more, I'm just going to apply a little bit more of concealer just in the inner corner, and this is the Wet n Wild concealer, and this is in the shade Light Medium Beige. And I'm going to take my sponge and just blend it into the skin. A little bit of this pressed powder from the palette and just dab it onto my, also in the inner corner to my nose because that's where I typically crease. Some wisp and apply it to the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, just on the high points of my face. I'm just going to use a smoky liner brush and apply some of the pigment onto my lower lash line. I'm applying it everywhere on the lower lash line. Outer corner, I'm just going to apply a combination of these two shades. Then I'm going to use the Maybelline mascara and then just apply it to the lower lashes. I'm actually just going to apply a nude eyeliner to my waterline. Yeah. Now for the lips, I'm just going to apply this Wet n Wild lipstick in Bare It All. Lipstick really lasts a long time on my lips. But since my lips are like cracked, I'm just going to apply a little bit of the same lip balm on top with this gloss. It's a Jelly Drop gloss from Nature Republic and it is in the shade, well, I don't know the shade actually, it's not on here. Some Pixie Makeup Fixing Spray everywhere. And I just dab it in with a beauty sponge. So this is it for the finished look. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoy. Bye.